Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm the disorganized mom and today I will be talking about the pregnancy and newborn phases that all first-time moms can experience. 2 years ago I became pregnant, and as all of the new moms I got very excited about that and started thinking about organization things, how to do the child's room, buying some stuff that I think I need, or probably someone told me that I need, some accessories that are needed according to someone else, and all things that are coming with the baby. As a first-time mom, I didn't know what exactly do we need or we do not need, and I didn't want to buy unnecessary stuff. But don't worry, I'm sure that every parent at some point is buying some unnecessary stuff that just take up some time, take up some space. It just happened, we are not robots, so don't worry. Here comes my first tip that I'm trying to give my friends who are expecting a child for the first time. And it is wait for the baby to come and you will know what you need, because for the first 1 or 2 weeks are a learning process for the baby and mama. You may think that during pregnancy you may think that some electrical swing would be a perfect thing for your baby, but your baby might not like it, so it is not needed, and it just takes up some storage, some space that actually it can be used for something else. The newborn phase might be very stressful, difficult, and very challenging. It depends on the family atmosphere, the baby's temper, which is probably 60% of all, and of course the mother's condition after birth. I have always been told, don't worry, the mother instinct will get into you once you give birth and you will know what to do. Well, actually, in reality, it is not like that. After giving birth, I didn't know what to do. Does the baby needs feeding? Does the baby needs to change his diaper? Is he hurt or anything else? Because the baby is just crying for hours and you really don't know what to do. So this mother instinct, in my opinion, I felt it, I don't know, probably a few months after giving birth. So if you feel the same, don't worry, it is not something that all moms have and that something is wrong with you if you do not feel this instinct in you right after giving birth. It will come. During the pregnancy period you may read a lot of stuff, a lot of books about pregnancy, about giving birth, going to courses for breastfeeding, going to school for parents and so on, but at the end you still may not, when the baby comes, you may still feel not prepared enough. In my experience, I was always told newborns only eat, sleep and poop. Well, actually, in my case, this wasn't the case at all. My boy did not sleep at all. He was sleeping only for 30 minutes, 5 times a day probably. Reading about sleep regressions, wake-up windows, sleep training and so on, which I did not know about when I was pregnant, and no one told me about when I was pregnant. You already know that if you have a baby that do not sleep, it can be very difficult to do all sorts of things at home, to make schedules, to make appointments and everything that was part of your evening before child comes. My advice for this phase is do not have big expectations, do not compare to other parents, do everything as you feel. If you feel that you may need help from someone, not the father but someone else, then you should try it. There is some ongoing advice that is very interesting, and it's kind of strange. Sleep when baby sleeps. Yeah, that would be a great advice, but if your baby sleeps for only 30 minutes, of course after you have tried to make him fall asleep for another 40 minutes, this advice is kind of inappropriate or so, because when I do not sleep at all, I'm feeling fuzzy, I'm feeling dizzy, I barely woke and cannot get out of the couch, which most of the time makes things very, very hard to look after a newborn baby. Sleeplessness is the main factor for all other activities at home, and if you did not sleep well, it is possible that you cannot do any chores in home. My advice here is, if you can, make the father part of the all household activities at home. And if this cannot be done, if the father is not around, just rest and gain some powers. Put the baby in carrier and do some housework. Yeah, it can be done in the late evening, but at some point it will be done. My next advice is to prepare food for few days, 1-2 days, in order to have something to eat without preparing it first. The laundry in the morning after you get up. This can be the first thing in the day, and it can take up to 5 minutes to load and run the washing machine. All other activities can be done throughout the day when you have power for it. I know it is not organized and tidy as we want, but all days are different and all kids are different. This is all I have prepared for today. I will continue sharing advices that have worked for me. I hope that they might work for you too. Thanks for watching. Bye.